Placing orders in MetaTrader 4, fxempire.com. Placing orders in the MetaTrader 4 platform is a very simple process. There are two basic types of trades that can be formed in most MetaTrader 4 platforms: immediate execution and pending orders. The reason that I mentioned that there are these two basic orders in most platforms, recently we have seen the ECN community embrace the MetaTrader 4 platform. So you're starting to see things like one cancels the other orders, market if touched, other more exotic type orders that can be placed. But in general, you are normally going to do either immediate execution or pending order. The immediate order is a simple market order. In other words, you are trying to get in the market at that specific price. So in this case, in the dollar Norwegian krona, we would want to enter the market at the price that's being displayed. The pending orders are a little bit different because they're the stop and the limit orders that are trades that will be fired off once certain conditions are met. There are several different ways to enable the order window in MetaTrader 4. You can press F9, which once you place the order, you can of course adjust it by right-clicking, and you can click modify or delete order. Well, you can't delete a position that you're already in, but what you can do is perhaps set a stop loss or a take profit. So obviously the stop loss needs to be under the price that you're at. So let's say that I believe that if we hit 547, that my trade has gone against me too far and I just don't have an interest in being anymore. So I click modify and it says okay. Now you can see that the stop loss level is shown there, and there's also a red line. There's a green line where I bought and a red line where my stop loss is. And if price does come down and hit that stop loss, it gets me out at the best available price in the market. Looking into this order a little bit deeper, let's say that I feel that it's only going to go to about 556, and I modify and I go up here and I can click the price that I want, click on that, and again it will acknowledge when the order is accepted, and it says okay. So here I have two stops. One is a stop loss and one is a take profit. If either one of these levels get hit, it will fire off the order, and more importantly, if let's say the take profit gets hit, it will get rid of my sell order here so that it doesn't come back down and sell me later and get me into a completely different position. This is a one cancels the other type of scenario. Also of note, you can place pending orders. Now pending orders are very similar to the take profit and stop loss orders that I just put in, because they are waiting for a specific price to get hit before you get involved. So let's go ahead and say that we want to sell this pair, but we don't want to sell at the price that we are at now. So we decide that we click the manual or the market to pending. We decide on the volume size. So let's say it's a little smaller order. We'll make it half a lot at this point. And as you can see, you can place stop losses and take profits as you do it. But let's go ahead and take a look at where we want to sell it. Now let's just say, for the sake of argument, I decide that 5.5 is exactly where I want to sell. So this becomes a sell stop, and I can place this order. And what happens essentially is once price hits 5.5, it gets me into the marketplace and sold. I also have the ability to choose some type of expiry date. So let's just say the 19th. It's presently the 14th, but let's say I want to give it till Friday. I check that, and until 6:02, it will allow me to get into this position. If 5.5 gets hit, say on the 24th, this order would have been long done, and therefore not in the market. So it does allow you to give it a certain amount of time, but if you feel that if it doesn't happen soon, it's not as valid, you also have that ability as well. Click on the place, and it of course shows you that the trade sell stop was successful. And as you can see, there is a line there. It's a sell stop, which means that once price hits there, of course, you will be in the market. And you can see down here that underneath the information on the account balance, it shows that there is a sell stop and it is pending. Of course, you can modify that, and you can say that you want the stop loss to be at 5.55, for example, and you can modify that. And now you can see that once this does get kicked in, you'll have a stop loss protecting you there. This is just an example, a few examples of the extreme functionality that you get when you are trading with MetaTrader 4. As you can see, it's very simple to do and very easy to deal with. And also, the nice thing about MetaTrader 4 is it's got built-in granularity, which means depending on your broker, you can go as low as 1 cent a pip, for example, and it does allow you to do that. A lot of other platforms won't. They'll have it a little bit more rigid set up. So as you can see, MetaTrader 4 is a very, very powerful charting platform. You can see the charts are beautiful. Lots of information in the markets, market watch window. The navigator window is good as well. As you know, we can put our indicators in and go ahead and, for example, we want the fractals in. Let's say OK, and it puts those in. We've got our order that's pending, and it's timed, so it doesn't run forever. This doesn't get us in a situation where we forget about the order and say a month and a half later all of a sudden we're short the USD NOK and can't remember why. This does give you the flexibility, and you can just monitor this, and of course once this gets triggered, you'll see it jump up above the balance and equity, and it'll show the actual pips or the dollar amount depending on the setting you have in real time, just like it would with a market executed order.